Oh, all right. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the official Impact Wrestling Slammiversary 2022 pay-per-view live review. Hopefully, everyone is having a wonderful day here. We're gonna get right into the show a little bit, but before I do, I want to start off, man. I want to give a moment of silence to the legendary referee Tim White. He passed away today, so go ahead and give a moment of silence. All right, and I also believe Brian Hefner's twin brother also passed away this past weekend too. So want to also give a shout out to him. Hopefully, be with his family. I know Brian Hefner was at the show tonight, but nonetheless, speaking of tonight, I thought overall this was a really good show. Like overall, like tonight, I thought Impact Wrestling. I really thought they went all out tonight. Like I'm dead serious. Tonight was just some greatness. Like it only not only does it show how underrated Impact Wrestling could be, but it also shows you that just how like special it was, considering the fact that this was the 20th anniversary. The 20th anniversary. Yeah, this was a 10 out of 10 show. Yeah, this was a really good show. Like I keep telling people, like if you don't watch Impact Wrestling, especially if you didn't watch it tonight, then in my personal opinion, I think you missed a treat. And y'all see the man in the middle right here. This is the main man. This is my opinion, the heart and soul of TNA / Impact Wrestling, which is AJ Styles, which we will get into in a minute. But this may shock you, but Impact Wrestling is my favorite wrestling company. If I announced that to my channel subscribers, they would unsubscribe. Well, hey, Impact, they have a very, I guess, niche audience. I guess. I mean, just it's just like that. But I really feel like in some cases they're really underrated. But let's go ahead and get into the show. That's the main reason why you tuned in, anyways, right? I appreciate everybody for joining in, even if it's just for a few seconds. It'll be much appreciated if you like, comment, and this is your first time here. Also subscribe to the channel. That'll be much appreciated as well. But yeah, so first things first, man. We kick things off with the Ultimate X match. This was for the Impact X Division Championship. This was Ace Austin versus Kenny King versus Speedball Mike Bailey, Trey Miguel, Andrew Everett, which I believe was replacing. I think Jack Evans was supposed to be in this match. I believe so. I believe. I believe. I don't know. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But Alex Zane, really good opener here. I thought like really good opener. Obviously, as you saw, Speedball Mike Bailey does get the win here. I believe I actually predicted that he won. I believe so. I thought this was the right call. I like Speedball Mike Bailey. He's been killing it recently, and again, this was the right call. But really good match, man. Really good opener, and this was just easily some good stuff here. So next, we had a tag team match. Playa. This was on the women's side. This was the Influence defending their titles against the team of Rosemary and Tal Valkyrie. And the big thing heading into this was, well, are they going to coexist? Is Tal Valkyrie and Rosemary going to coexist? And it seemed like at first there was a little bit miscommunication going on at the beginning of the match, the middle of the match. But in the end, we got we have new Knockouts champion Rosemary and Tal Valkyrie win. So Tal Valkyrie has more titles under her belt. Um, this match was pretty solid. I thought this was a solid match. It wasn't bad, but wasn't like a great special matchup that you're gonna get. But this was really good, and I mean, yeah, pretty solid. And I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with Rosemary and Tal Valkyrie, considering their past, of course. We get Kurt Angle. He's talking a video about Impact, what Impact means to him and stuff. I actually really like that. And we'll get more into that when we get to AJ. But I really like how they allowed like guys like Kurt Angle, and I believe we saw Sting as well. I don't know if we saw Samoa Joe. I believe Samoa Joe did make a cameo. I wish he could have. That would have been cool. Like Christopher Daniels too. It would have been nice to see him. And I know a lot of people don't like him nowadays, but Austin Aries, it would have been nice to see a little promo from him maybe or something. But anyways, we get the next match. My personal opinion, this was match of the night for me. Sami Callihan and Moose in a Monsters Ball match. These two went at it. When I tell you these two beat the absolute crap out of each other, they beat the absolute crap out of each other. I mean, thumbtacks, tables, barbed wire, blood, violence, chaos. I mean, this is what you expect for a Monsters Ball match, and they absolutely delivered. I mean, Moose took some hard-hitting bumps in this match. Respect to Moose. I believe this is the first match he's ever been in these type of scenarios. Sami Callihan, we all know how crazy Sami Callihan is, so there's really nothing I can really say about Sami Callihan. But these two went at it. Sami Callihan got the win. I thought that was the right call. Great match. Just give these two men a pay raise. Someone called the fire department, the police department, the ambulance. Because in my opinion, these two boys done stole the whole show. In my opinion. So speaking of that, we get the Briscoes, Jay and Mark, taking on the Meh Brothers, or as I would also like to call it, the Overrated Brothers, but nah, the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. This was for the Impact Tag Team Championships. So, the Briscoes, barely gone. You know, you don't see them that much. They defend their top, and they lose to the Good Brothers. So for the third straight time in Impact, the Good Brothers, the Meh Brothers, the Overrated Brothers, the Trash Brothers are the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. Now, I don't know if the Briscoes are still staying in Impact or if this was a short term and they're gonna go back doing what they're doing. I don't know, but I'm a little curious as to why they put the titles back on the Good Brothers. As a matter of fact, there was a lot of title changes tonight outside the main event. Every title match, I believe, did have a title change, and maybe that was due to the fact that, you know, the main event was so predictable because, again, everybody knew, you know, Josh was retaining his title. I don't know, but I don't know about the because I like the Briscoes. You know, the Briscoes, in my opinion, one of the best tag teams, you know, Ring of Honor, you know, probably even wrestling, some may say, like, of this era, like, so good. And I feel like that, man, if they would have won tonight, that would have been dope. I don't know, because I think they lost to the Good Brothers at multiverse matches. And then they won the titles again. I mean, they won the titles and then they lose them, and it's just like, I don't know, but the match was solid. Yeah, it was solid at best, and that again, yeah. But we did see an appearance from after the match. They were getting up in each other's faces, but we saw an appearance from America's Most Wanted, which is of course one of, if not the greatest, one of the greatest tag teams in TNA/Impact Wrestling history. And they were all sharing a beer, which was kind of weird considering the fact that the Good Brothers and the Briscoes just got done beating the heck out of each other. But nonetheless, I guess, you know, this is all for TNA, so an Impact, so that was cool. Really cool. We got a video package honoring Mike Tenay and Don West. I thought that was really cool. And, you know, Mike Tenay and Don West, I feel like they don't get enough credit, and I was really cool that they did tonight because I feel like Mike Tenay, Don West, highly underrated, truly underrated. Definitely one of the cool things about TNA in their illustrious 20-year history. Like, Don West, Mike Tenay, awesome guys, cool guys. And of course, shout out to Don West for fighting that terrible disease, man. Hopefully, he keeps fighting, which he will eventually beat. Uh, but yeah, so after that, we got the Impact Originals. And everyone is saying, okay, we got the Impact Originals, we got Honor No More, but who's going to be the fifth member a part of Impact Originals? And it's Davey Richards. It's Davey Richards. Yeah, Davey Richards, him and Eddie Edwards used to be a part of the Wolves. And this was another really good matchup here. I thought this was really good. There was a lot of stuff going on in the ring. I know a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, like there's so much action going on in the ring. Like, I don't know who's legal or who's not. But we did see Earl Hebner. It was, again, shout out to Earl Hebner. His twin, I think it was his twin brother passed away. His son was also refereeing that match, and I believe he even refereed the main event too. But the Impact Originals get the win here. Right call. This was the right call. I mean, this TNA anniversary, this Impact 20-year anniversary. Come on, you got to give the Impact Originals the win there. But that was a pretty good matchup there. So we got, as you can see here, the man in the middle. We got AJ Styles, man. AJ Styles coming back. He shows up on camera and basically he just talks about his favorite matches in TNA, Impact Wrestling. He talks about his debut. He even thanks WWE for letting him do this. Obviously, WWE letting him do that. That was awesome. Like I said before, man, I thought and I wish we could have got more, but I can probably understand time constraints and stuff. But it was really cool to see guys like AJ do this. AJ, in my opinion, I think AJ Styles is not only the heart and soul of TNA, but he is what TNA/Impact Wrestling is all about. And, AJ Styles, he was great in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was great in Ring of Honor. He's phenomenal in WWE, but that's where it started in TNA. Honestly, there won't be no AJ Styles if it wasn't for TNA/Impact Wrestling. And to be honest with you, there probably wouldn't be no Impact Wrestling or TNA if it wasn't for guys like AJ Styles, like Christopher Daniels, like Samoa Joe, like Eric Young. Say what you want about the Bischoff era and, Hogan, but you got to give credit to Dixie too. Some credit to Dixie. I know a lot of people don't like Dixie, and I can completely understand that. And Dixie did introduce Davey Richards as the mystery opponent of the match. But I just wanted to highlight AJ and them. And to this day, AJ, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, Unbreakable 2005, in my opinion, to this day, one of the greatest triple threat matches of all time, but probably the greatest TNA/Impact Wrestling match of all time. But let's move on, man. Let's move on with the show. And then I can answer some of these comments here. So let's move on. We got Tasha Steele, Chelsea Green, Deonna Purrazzo, Jordan Grace, Mia Yim. This was the first ever Queen of the Mountain match. This is really good, man. Like these women, you could tell, really delivered there. That ending spot, though, with Chelsea and Deonna, I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty hard. I hope those women are okay. But this is really good, man. Like, really good stuff. And Jordan Grace, she wins. She makes history, and she wins the title. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and agree with C Nation Dog here. Tasha Steele's reign as Impact Champion was bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't good at all. Surprised WWE let AJ do a video package. Well, I mean, they let Mickie James come back for the Rumble, so they were like, you know what? Let's have AJ do his thing. But yeah, that was kind of a surprise, but also sweet. But really good match with the women, man. They really delivered here. All right, so we got the main event. This was Josh Alexander, Eric Young for the Impact World Championship. I think the caveat this match is that you got who's going to lead Impact into the future. Is it going to be Josh Alexander and Eric Young? Obviously, everybody know Eric Young used to be back, is one of them OGs back in the day. Josh Alexander, I guess you could say, even represents the new age of Impact Wrestling. I really like some of the spots they did here. I love the tributes that they did in this match. With Josh, with Kurt Angles, with Samoa Joe. We even got a Muscle Buster in the women's match. So I really like how a lot of these wrestlers did a lot of callbacks tonight. A lot of tributes tonight to former Impact Wrestling / TNA superstars. But nonetheless, this is a really good match, despite the fact that we knew Josh was going to retain his title. You know what I mean? But this was really, really good main event. And overall, again, this was a really good show from Impact Wrestling. Slammiversary, you could tell they went all out tonight, and they did. They truly went all out tonight. So yeah. All right, so let me answer some of these comments here. There were 6 titles on the line tonight. 4 changed hands. Impact Wrestling went wild tonight. Yeah, and I think again it was because of the fact that the main event was so predictable. It was we got to do some title changes here tonight. But I'm still a little upset what they did to our boys, the Briscoes. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like Dixie Carter. She ruined TNA. Hope she doesn't come back and ruin Impact Wrestling. She's not going to come back. This was strictly a one-time deal. Dixie's off doing her own thing tonight. Dixie's going to do Dixie. She's probably laying low with Jeff Jarrett somewhere. I don't know. Jeff Jarrett. I'm surprised they didn't. I know they mentioned it tonight, but I'm surprised he didn't do a little cameo. Jeff Jarrett, double A, wild slap nuts. The Briscoes deserve better. I can get behind that tweet. I can. Honor No More are buried after they lost the Legends. I wouldn't necessarily say they're buried. I think it was just tonight. It was more about Impact more than it was about Honor No More. And I think, I was fine with them losing tonight, because tonight was about Impact more than it was about Honor No More. Jeff Jarrett was supposed to make an appearance. I wonder where he was at. He's probably doing some GCW show or something. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, glad Jordan Grace is a 2-time Impact Knockouts champion. Yes, like I said, that was the right call. Yeah. Again, this was a good show. Glad Impact Wrestling did not go back to TNA. I liked it when they were TNA. I mean, I don't mind them being Impact Wrestling now, but TNA, that was where it was at. I mean, that was where it was at, But yeah. So again, this was a really good show. What was in the box? They had a commercial saying something was in the box. I have no idea. I legit have no idea. Impact Wrestling needs to think about the future, not the past. Tonight. See, again, this was to counter that, C Nation dog. Tonight was the 20-year anniversary of Impact Wrestling. So of course, this whole year really. So again, it's only right that they do kind of relive the past. Granted, they are still going in the future. Josh Alexander is still the Impact World Champion. Jordan Grace, is the new champ. They're still focusing on the future. Tonight, they focused on the past, but it was for the right reasons. They're not gonna focus on the past all the time. But yeah. I'm not saying Impact Wrestling can't live the past. I'm just saying don't go back to TNA. Oh, they're not going back to TNA. They're not going back to TNA. That's never going to happen. Unless Vince Russo or someone comes back and is like, we got to go back to TNA. Why are the Bonehead Brothers Impact Tag Team Champions again? I'm sick and tired of them. I got no idea. At this point, it seems like they're the only real tag team in Impact that exists, which is not thinking about, not saying that's actually BS. But yeah, it's that. I got no idea, man. Good Brothers have got to be one of the most overrated tag teams of the 21st century, in my opinion. They They are just like they're people hype them up like they're greatness. I don't want to go into a whole rant because it's not about the bonehead brothers or the overrated brothers, but like they like oh like when they came to WWE, bro, I was like first I was like, well, who the heck are these guys outside of like maybe Doc Gallows because you knew him in the Straight Edge Society, but like I don't know. I don't want this to turn into a rant though, because like it's not about the bonehead brother. It's about uh it's about Impact. This answered the questions. That answered the questions. The Good Brothers are not leaving Impact Wrestling. Well, I mean, they might as well not leave Impact Wrestling because it's the Good Brothers can't leave Impact Wrestling because that's the only company that's actually gonna push them. They go to any other company, no company, maybe New Japan, won't push them. WWE ain't gonna push them. AEW ain't gonna push them, and for the right reasons. Yeah, they better not leave Impact Wrestling because it's the only company here in North America that's gonna give them a legitimate shot. Why they're 3-time Impact Wrestling World Champions. I don't want to turn this into a rant. I might just need to make a whole video why I can't stand the Good Brothers because yeah, Rick Swann has been Impact World Champion, TNA World Champion, Impact X Division Champ, Impact Digital Media Champ. Just needs the Impact Tag Team Championships. Yeah, he's dang Rick Swann. I forgot he's won so many titles here. Glad Mike Bailey won the Impact X Division Championship, but Ace Austin kind of had a short reign. I feel like I don't know if it's just me, but I think they might be gearing Ace Austin up for the world title. I feel like that. I'm not saying he's gonna beat Josh, but like I won't be surprised that if at Bound for Glory it's Ace Austin and Josh, and who knows, Ace might actually beat Josh Alexander. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it could. I'll be here for the whole stream. I like the stream. I appreciate it. I really do. So that being said, there's really nothing else I could really say here. Well, actually, there's one more thing I want to say before I do end the video off. First things first, I really appreciate everybody for coming in, tuning in to the live stream. I really do appreciate it. But I did want to say one more thing. This will be my last video. No, again, I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm not. But what I am doing is I'm going out of town. And because I'm going out of town, I won't be here. So, like, I'm leaving tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now, I might be back Friday. And if I'm not back Friday, then I will definitely be back Sunday. So, I'm going to be gone for about 4 to 6 days. I won't be gone for, like, a whole week. But, I'm going to be gone for a few days. So, either my first video back will either be the SmackDown before Forbidden Door, which is why I already did my Forbidden Door predictions. I got out the way with. I did it today. If you want to go check it out, please go check it out. It'll be much appreciated. DC still want to have you on our channel. Hey man, we can when I come back, man, off vacay, man, we can make that happen. Like we could set something up, man. Truly heal. Romero, man, shout to him, man, by the way. But yeah, man, we can make something happen. When I come back or something, we can make that happen. But yeah, again, like I said, I'm gonna be gone. I lost my train of thought. So I won't be here for Monday Night Raw. So I'm not gonna be able to see Elias and his brother Ezekiel. But I will be back. When I come back Sunday, I will be back for Forbidden Door. Should be a good show, even though I hardly know any of those New Japan wrestlers outside of the big stars. But yeah, and then after that, we got a whole week because we got Money in the Bank, we got Great American Bash, we got John Cena coming back. You Can't See Me. Yeah, that should be good. So I just want to let you guys know. So when you don't see the Monday Night Raw review or anything like that, don't be like, oh my God, Did Seth Rollins kidnap DC Wrestling or something? Did Roman Reigns come up and just it's gonna be all right, guys. Like, I'll be back. I'm gonna be like Eric Bischoff. I'll be back and better than ever. The summer of DC Wrestling, y'all be talking about the summer of Punk. This is gonna be the summer of DC Wrestling. Unlike CM Punk, I'm not gonna walk out like a little girl. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Appreciate again for joining the stream. Once again, Truly Hill Romero. Let's see if we'll try to work something out. Hopefully when I get back. Shout out to you guys over there. But yeah, this has been the Kid DC Wrestling, and once again, great show from Impact Wrestling tonight. Enjoyed it, loved it. Hey, if AEW and WWE don't step up their games this year, this could be probably my most favorite pay-per-view of the year. I'm just saying. So WWE, AEW, you're gonna have to do your thing. You're the best YouTuber. I appreciate that. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling, and so yeah.